Google Ads are one of the most powerful tools for driving new business to auto repair shops. Unfortunately, an incredible amount of money is wasted every day by ad managers who don't understand the concept of negative keywords, or by shop owners who run their own ads but don't know about this amazingly simple tool Google gives you to stop irrelevant clicks. I'm Brian Walker, owner of Shop Marketing Pros, and I used to be a shop owner just like you. We hear from shop owners daily who have spent countless dollars on Google Ads with little or no return. Just like diagnosing and repairing cars, there's an art and a science to making Google Ads work. In this video, I'm going to tell you about one of the most important tools inside of Google Ads that often gets overlooked: negative keywords. First, it's important to understand what keywords are. Keywords are the words that searchers type into Google that will either trigger or not trigger your ads. Now, for the sake of this video, understand that the term keyword is used for a single word or a string of words. So even though it sounds like it would refer to a singular word, a phrase like auto repair shop near me can be referred to as a keyword or a key phrase. From a standpoint of marketing jargon, either is correct. Most shops will have the keyword auto repair set to trigger their Google ad. Makes perfect sense, right? So when the words auto repair are used in a search query, such as auto repair shop near me or best auto repair Houston, the ads can be triggered. In these examples, you would want your ads to display for those search queries. But remember, the words that are triggering the ads are auto repair. The rest of the search query isn't taken into account. So what happens when somebody searches for best auto repair schools? Negative keywords are keywords you can put in place that will tell Google when this word is used within the search query, do not display my ads. If you don't have negative keywords in place, your ad for your shop will display for this search query, best auto repair schools, and that's not good. Two things can happen here. The most probable thing that happens is the searcher realizes your ad is for an auto repair shop, not a school, and they don't click it. The other thing that can happen is the searcher doesn't actually read the ad and they click it. We all know the second example where the searcher clicked the ad is a bad thing because you just got charged for a click that didn't result in a customer. By the way, that was probably an expensive click because ads for auto repair schools are more expensive than ads for auto repair businesses. But here's where it gets interesting. You would think the first example isn't a bad thing because the searcher realized your ad wasn't for them and they didn't click it, so it didn't cost you anything. And that would be wrong. You see, there's this thing called an ad quality score. The reason this is a problem is that every time your ad is displayed and doesn't get clicked on, it negatively impacts your ad quality score, and a low ad quality score results in more expensive clicks and fewer clicks. Think of it like this: Google's a business. Their biggest profit center is selling clicks. When they display your ad and it doesn't get clicked on, they aren't making money from you. I used the example keyword best auto repair Houston. Do you know how many auto repair shops there are in Houston? A lot, and many of them are running Google Ads. It's not unrealistic that a 5-mile radius in Houston could have over 100 auto repair shops. Let's say just 20% of them are running Google Ads. Now let's say somebody inside of that 5-mile radius searches for auto repair. All of a sudden Google has 20 plus shops that all have their ads set to trigger for that keyword, but they only have 4 spots at the top of page 1 to display them, and let's be real, only the top of page 1 matters. For the sake of teaching this concept, I'm taking this down to 2 competing shops. We'll call them Shop A and Shop B. Shop A has done a great job of optimizing their ads. Every 10 times their ads are displayed, they get clicked 3 of those times, and they're only bidding $2 per click. Shop B has done a poor job of optimizing their ads. Every 10 times their ads are displayed, they get clicked on 1 time. They're bidding $5 per click. From Google's perspective, every 10 times they show Shop A's ads, they make $6 because remember, they were bidding $2 per click and they got clicked on 3 times. But Shop B was bidding $5 per click, but they only got clicked on once. So every 10 times they showed Shop B's ads, they only made $5. If you were Google, whose ads would you prioritize? Shop B is paying a tax for being mediocre. They pay more for less results. Shop A is reaping the rewards for being excellent. They pay less per click and they see more new clients from their efforts. The point is, you don't want your ads to be displayed to people who are looking for a service you don't provide, and negative keywords are a great way to keep that from happening. So how do you find which negative keywords to use? This is important. Not every shop will use the same negative keywords. It will depend greatly on the services you do. Start by looking at the list of search queries that triggered your ads over the last 30 days. You can see a report based on these queries in the Google Ads dashboard. Do this every month. You will quickly spot the queries that won't bring you relevant customers. But be careful with this. Don't hastily add negative keywords without thinking it through. For example, we often see where our clients' ads display when people are searching for auto repair jobs. You don't want your client-facing ads to display for this query, but if you're like nearly every other shop in the country, you're looking to hire. Hiring ads can be quite effective. There is a solution for this. Negative keywords are set on the campaign level. Google Ads have a hierarchy that looks like this. There are campaigns, ad groups, and ads. Each campaign has ad groups in it, and each ad group has ads in it. You can set negative keywords on the campaign level or the ad group level. In this case, I would have separate campaigns for hiring versus customer acquisition. My customer acquisition campaign would have negative keywords for words like jobs and careers, whereas my hiring campaign would have those words set to trigger the ads, positive keywords if you will, and obviously would not have them as negatives. Some other words to consider as negatives would include your competitors' names. People think they want their ads to show when someone is searching for their competitor, and we do this when requested, but these ads are usually money pits. Most of the time it causes wrong number calls and frustration for the caller. If your service advisor is an ace, you may be able to pull it off. Diesel. You will have the word mechanic set as a keyword, but what about when someone searches for diesel mechanic? The same goes for words like boat, lawnmower, heavy, and equipment. Now obviously, if you work on this type of stuff, this doesn't apply. Cheap. Do you want your ads to display when someone searches for things like cheap mechanic or cheapest auto repair shop? Some shops do, but most don't. Schools. I already covered this, but we used to see this all the time until we added it as one of our standard negative keywords. Someone searching for auto repair schools is not your customer. That being said, if you have an apprentice program, you might be able to work with this. But you'll have to do this like you do your hiring ads with its own campaign and a very good landing page. Tools. This is another one that will bring you unwanted clicks. People will search using queries like auto mechanic tools. You probably don't want those clicks. Parts. Do you sell auto parts? Some shops do. But even if you do you sell enough that you want to pay for clicks that probably won't result in a sale? Because the searcher can see you're a shop and not a parts store. Brand names. Are there certain car lines you don't work on? A lot of shops don't work on European cars or exotics, so when someone searches for Mercedes mechanic, do you want your ads to display? If not, add a negative keyword for Mercedes. Transmission. Do you do transmission repair? Be careful here because maybe you don't do repairs or replacements, but you do transmission services like maintenance and flushes. Again, think this through before you add negatives. These are just a handful of examples. We can have hundreds of negative keywords added to our clients' campaigns. Guys, if you're getting value from these videos, it would mean a lot to us at Shop Marketing Pros if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We work hard to create this content to help you grow your shops. The only thing we ask in return is to click those two buttons and share this with a shop owner that you think could benefit from it. Also, sharing in industry groups like ASOG or others would absolutely make our day. Now let's get back to the negative keyword discussion. Another place to find negative keywords is in the phone calls you get. We record and listen to many of the calls that Google Ads produce for our clients, and we pull negative keywords from the conversations that were for services our clients don't provide. Coach Chris Cotton recommends having a notepad by the phone to write down when calls come in that are irrelevant to your shop, and then sharing this information with your marketing team. It's also a good way to know when you're leaving money on the table by not providing a certain service. There's no such thing as perfection here. It's an ongoing experiment, and we learn new negative keywords to use constantly. You need to regularly review your negative keywords. Reviewing the search queries that have triggered your campaign should be done monthly. This allows you to minimize the number of irrelevant clicks that you receive and is one piece of the puzzle in maximizing your click-through rate. This leads to a higher ad quality score, lower cost per click, and more effective Google Ad campaigns. But it's also important to review your negative keyword list periodically. Doing this quarterly is sufficient, but the reason you want to do this is because things change in your business over time. Maybe you recently hired a Porsche tech, but completely forgot that 2 years ago you added Porsche as a negative keyword. It happens more often than you'd think. This is also why it's so important that you communicate with your marketing team about changes that are happening in your business. As you can see, negative keywords are a powerful tool to optimize your Google Ads campaigns, but they only work if you put in the effort to stay on top of this. If you're looking for a professional to manage the Google Ads for your auto repair shop, we would love to be your marketing team. Simply head over to shopmarketingpros.com and click on Schedule a Discovery Call to get a no-pressure look at how we can help you. Until next time, go fill those bays.